What's up, fam? Hope everybody's doing fantastic out there. Today we have got another banger from Tuya Knives. This is their latest release. At the time of filming, hopefully they haven't released anything else before actually getting to post this. But yeah, this is again the latest from Tuya. This is the Tuya Strength. Their not only their latest knife, but also their latest integral, however you want to say it. This is an absolutely phenomenal looking blade. And it's designed by Ed Craft. This one has their DLC, which Tuya's DLC is phenomenal. Hand satin underneath that DLC, just beautiful stuff. M390 blade, of course, all titanium. Of course, again, it is an integral. So go into some specs on this guy. Blade length, we're looking at 3 1/16, 7 1/4 overall, and 4.4 ounces. So definitely a lightweight knife for what you're getting here, and especially in comparison to the other integral offering from, well, the other titanium integral offering from Tuya as of right now. Now, I know they have some serious stuff coming down the pipeline with these knives, so be on the lookout for that. Again, I'm going to talk about right now, they are, at the time of filming, they are doing a closeout sale, so make sure you guys check that out. Use code BEDC. And see if you can snag yourself some excellent deals. There are, I think, 6 different knives, 5 or 6, maybe 7 different knives that are on the closeout sale. They're trying to make way for their 2025 models. So again, definitely make sure you check that out. I'll have all that linked down below. Let's go ahead and jump into this knife here. Now, price-wise, you are looking at $440. Again, that is for the DLC-coated titanium, DLC-coated blade. Beautiful handle shape. It's kind of a teardrop shape here. So something I didn't notice until I really started getting the knife in hand is there is actually some milling here. So the knife has got a kind of a, let me back it off here so you can see it. It's got kind of almost like a coffin shape to it, almost like a diamond shape for the handle. You can see it there, and it gives you some really great feel in the hand. It has a nice little palm swell there. Perfectly flat here on the end, which gives it, again, that's kind of an odd look, but just something that just catches your eye. Lanyard hole there, I could do with or without it. I honestly would rather have it not there, just for as an aesthetics point of view. But I get, people like lanyards, so kind of cater to that. Pocket clip is very interesting. So it looks to be like almost looks Damascus in a way, because it's got these different facets in it. But I can't tell if it's actually like a Damascus clip that's been crystallized, or if it's just a crystal with the different, anodizing in it or whatnot. But very cool. Let's try to see if I can dial down a little bit on this light to maybe stop blinding us. There we go. It might help a little bit. I don't know. But really cool pocket clip on here. Really nice, kind of a milled clip or stylized clip here. Carries very well. Carried this knife a little bit. Do have a single cutout for your lock bar relief, which is really nice. It doesn't snag on anything. T8 hardware everywhere except for right here. I think that's a T6. Everything else is a T8. So which is only just your pocket clip and your pivot. You can see again that really beautiful satin that's peeking through underneath that DLC. Very nice jimping here on the front flipper and on the rear flipper. Thumb studs are done excellent, just as always with Tuya. And here we go. We can see this beautiful satin blade. So it is a hand satin underneath, so you can see that with the vertical lines, the horizontal lines. You have a kind of a spear, almost a spear point blade here. Really nice full swedge here on the backside. It's kind of a false edge. Beautiful job on that. Just absolutely gorgeous. It keeps blowing out the camera just because of the light refracting, but gorgeous. It is a flat grind on this. There you can see your plunge grind. Plunge grind is done very well, but there's no sharpening choil. So you are going to get a smile relatively quickly. I would like to have seen there to be a little bit of a sharpening choil there. But again, nitpicking is what it is, but gorgeous sharpening job here. This is coming thanks to the lefty pass around. So they did a great job with this knife, and I am thankful to be able to take a look at it. I'm trying to get focused in on the tip here. Let's see if it'll let me. Let's see. Let me go up to 3 times here. There we go. So it looks like our tip is a little bit off, but it's kind of hard to tell with this type of grind. But here we can kind of, let's see, let's take a look at this again. Yeah, so we're a little more narrow on this side than we are on this side. So we're just off a little bit on our tip grind, not too terrible. Lockup is phenomenal, and centering is great. So another thing that's kind of cool, you can look in here and see the where they did the DLC coating on the titanium. It kind of anodized the inside of the titanium a little bit, so it gives you a nice little, cool little added feature to that. Action on the knife is really nice. It's kind of like almost like a shake shutty, but it's kind of like a mix between that and a hydraulic shut. So really enjoy that. The flipper action is the only thing I really, as far as action goes, that I really don't like. I don't care for the flipper. It works well, but I kind of, and I guess now that I'm kind of doing it the way it's intended to do, if you come in it from the side, it's not bad. But if you come in it straight from the back, just like this, it's uncomfortable. At least for me, anyway. I find that what's happening is I'm getting, when I flip it, I'm getting kind of into that little gap right there, and it just catches my finger wrong. It doesn't feel great. But if you come in from the side, at least me, I don't have that problem. But everything else operates really well. The rollover is fantastic. Reverse flicks like a dream. Thumb flicks like a dream. It's just really effortless to open this knife, and that says a lot. You know, a lot of times thumb stud operated frame locks can be a bit of a bear sometimes, especially if the location of the thumb studs isn't quite right. So there we go. So we're starting to get that kind of that more hydraulic shut again. The acoustics are fantastic on this thing. Just ooh. Really, really nice job on the acoustics. And like I said, it just works very, very well. Feels in the hand very nice. The jimping that's back here, you can get in on that and use that if you absolutely have to. But I find it just more comfortable just to come out here and just hold it like a normal. Yeah, the palm swell feels great. You know, the relief cuts and everything are done really well. So you've just a really, really ergonomic knife. The length is, you know, pretty spot on. It's a little on the low end of what I typically like. So that's where you just feel like you're kind of falling off the edge here. But it's still very comfortable. The only reason really is you don't have a choke up spot where you would normally would on a knife this size. But you can, if you need to, come up here because there is a flat landing spot here, so you can choke up if need be, and then get that extra length on the handle. Again, for my hands, you know, medium to large hands, depending on the glove, I really have no issues with it. It gives me just enough there for it to be a very secure grip. And then, of course, like I said, it is just an absolutely gorgeous knife in general. Really, you know, just the action is, God, it's so good. Which I love DLC as well. It's a pain in the ass to take pictures of. It's a pain in the ass to film, but it's an absolutely gorgeous blade finish, and doing the titanium with the DLC as well. It's going to help with that scratching on the titanium. It is a T6 and T8 hardware, so it's T8 hardware on the pocket clip. There's just a little bit of wiggle there, so you guys can see that. And then T8 as well on the pivot, no issues there. The only T6 is the only other screw, which is the one here on the lock bar insert, and that's done very, very well. So no real issues with that at all. Yeah, let me know what you guys think on this one. So this is one that they've also had like a crystallized versions. With these you get a random pocket clips color. So I think they have like a bluish looking one or tealish looking one as well. But it even talks about that on their website where you do purchase these, you do get a kind of a random clip. But you know, of course, it also says down there that if you would like to make a a request, that they can try to accommodate that. You can put that in the notes of the order. So again, pricing on these is $440. Again, using my code BEDC, knock 10% off of that. So a pretty substantial discount when you're looking at a $400 knife. So that'd knock, knock $44 off of that. So you'd get it down to $396 for this beautiful blade, which is a stunning deal. Again, talking about an integral for everything that you got here with the with the DLC and all that. That adds a lot of extra cost. So again, let me know what y'all think. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. Please remember, be kind, be humble, and be EDC. Y'all take care.